Hello, 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 hello. Good evening, good afternoon, good morning, wherever you are watching. Welcome to pre-market analysis for January the 11th, 2021. It is Monday. Greetings to Mr. Ryan. How are you, sir? Hello, Miss Marcy. How are you? Hey, African Mama. Glad to have you. Okay, folks, let's not waste any time for this stock market technical analysis daily. I'm already late. I see that some traders are requesting thank you for the sound check, Mr. Ryan. That's always very important, right? So I see that stocks of interest this morning in the live chats, Facebook, BA, SPY. All right, let's start with the top view, the 30,000 view with SPY. QQQ and the like, as we usually do. So what am I sharing? I'm sharing my trading view screen if you are new on here. So we are looking currently at BA, but maybe actually let's duplicate this screen and start with SPY. SPY is gapping. It's Monday for us. On Mondays, if we don't trade anything, yeah, we spend time scrutinizing SPY. Why? Because SPY has expiration on Mondays. So I don't know. Again, I spent all of the entire last week asking folks on here in this video, what are you trading? What your system you're trading? Do you have a means by which on every single day you know how you're going to go about making money? If you don't and you have been trading for a while, take a step back. Take a step back and define that, because otherwise, my friend, you're just spinning your time spinning wheels. All right. So for us, SPY on here starting, we close at 381.26. I mean, this thing is extended. How do we know that a stock is extended? The upper Bollinger, the price will be far away from the upper Bollinger. So what am I calling the upper Bollinger? Depending on the audience here, I know a lot of people may be catching this in live playback, in playback or replay, and they may not be familiar with the technical analysis. We have videos here on our YouTube channel to do that. It's amazing the number of folks, online folks. That's actually my reason for being late this morning. I was spending my time in some place where I'm seeing traders post questions of the like. I was just like, oh my God. So meaning some of those users, they are trading option, and a system like Successful Trading is completely oblivious to it. I was just like, wow. All right. But that's not the time or the place. So for us here on SPY, what do we do here? We are currently looking at 377. The rule has not changed, folks, or the strategy has not changed, right? 3-4 points on SPY on a gap like this. In a morning where the market starts like it is right now, meaning the market is moving, that is all that option traders need. The enemy of option traders is a stagnant market. Any market that was like last week or starting this week, such as this one, where things are moving and we don't care. Let's say again, I keep repeating that. We don't care which direction those stocks are moving, as long as they are moving. We're going to trade momentum. Yeah, what is momentum? Momentum is that the stock will give you a direction and you trade it accordingly. So this morning, SPY is starting with a gap down, 377.92, let's say 378. Well, most likely we can be interested in the 374 puts if that direction keeps on going, or revert back all the way to 382. That's 4 points away from 378. So usually 3.4 points. And now, if you need some encouragement or some insight into that, go and study your chart. What happened last Monday, for instance? What happened the Monday before that? This is what happened last Monday, folks. If you were not, you missed the beginning of the year last week. So this is what SPY did last Monday. Yeah, plenty of money to be made on a directional trade. We have featured, how many times have I featured this type of pattern on here on this channel? So what they like to do also on Mondays like this is they will go with the last time we did that was December 21st. I don't make up this stuff. Yeah, people who come in my one-on-one coaching, typically I've seen recently people like, wow, like a light bulb goes on. Yeah, if I come on a Thursday and I'm giving you Lotto Friday Lotos, where do you think I'm taking them from? You think that I'm getting them from CNBC? or from Jim Cramer? Come on now. So on a Monday like this one, so like say on the 21st, yeah, that's what chart analysis, quant analysis is good for you. I mean, if we say that we are serious traders, what else is that to do? Yeah, I mean, on the weekend, yes, we have to relax, to recharge our batteries, watch some football, or partake into what other entertaining thing. But at some point in the weekend, right, you are to tell yourself that, oh, am I ready to trade next week? Your preparation cannot be summarized to, oh, I attended the pre-market analysis show of successful tradings. You're going to be missing a little bit something. Obviously, for us, the aim is to give you knowledge on here. In that end, but my experience so far has been that, I mean, for some people, well, ask yourself, did you make money on MU on Friday? If you made money on MU on Friday, then maybe you're getting value out of it. Did you make money last Monday on SPY? Because SPY was in the very predicament that is now. So the scenario that they like to do here, they could put in very early a low of the day, a bottom, if you will, and then rip off. We have seen that before. Yeah. I remember vividly. You can go. These videos are recorded, right? On the 21st, I did say that, and then somebody asked me afterward, how did you know that? Because I see it on the chart. They have done it before. So this morning we are gapping down. If they want, they can put in a low. We don't know where that low is. But for us, the fact that SPY is moving and it has expiration today, it's going to give us opportunity to make money. That's what we care about. Yeah. So that's SPY under QQQ is gapping as well. Similar. I mean the same amount. They are in lockstep. The QQQ, its next expiration is on Friday. So for us, why attract us in SPY on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays? Obviously, on Friday I can't trade. Actually, last week I traded QQQ on Thursday, but on Friday that's a difference edge advantage, if you will, in favor of SPY. It's most. So meaning you can do both, or you can do whichever one, depending on which one is moving the most, because we have also to take that into consideration. Like say you could have SPY moving 1% and QQQ moving, I don't know, typically it's the other way around. SPY could be moving 0.5, QQQ could be moving 1%. Yeah, the text tends to move there. The amplitude of movement, the volatility, if you will, tends to be a little bit more exaggerated, since that's just one specific sector, right? Whereas SPY has 9 other sectors plus QQQ on top of that. So QQQ on here, but specific stock inside of QQQs, right? Which we have given you here by now. If you have been following this channel, these are the type of growth that I've been talking about, meaning that we are not at loss what to do on here. So that's about on the ETF under. Quickly, where's IWM? IWM really trusted. It's gapping down as well. 2 points here this morning there, but this gap here is. The sky is not. Is actually, from a technical perspective, is healthy, because in order for stock to go up, they need to go down first. They cannot go indefinitely up. Yeah, if that concept is new, and maybe that's something that you can learn on here today. All right. So shy of that, let's go one by one. Stock and to take a look at. What's my opinion of UUP? Okay, we're going to do that last one. So let me write everything that people have asked on here. Never go by my opinion, my friend. My opinion is worth 0. So tell me to read it. What's the technical chart is telling us? If you start trading my opinion, my friend, I don't know. Maybe my opinion is good, but I haven't tested my opinion as a strategy. So FP, BA, we talked about SPY and UUP. Is UUP an ETF? Let's take that out of the way, because that's one that I don't know anything about. So instead of me saving it for last, for nothing. Invesco, Deutsche Bank US Dollar Index. Okay, that's an ETF. Fantastic. All right, I have no idea what's about this ETF. So here's what the chart tells me. Not my opinion, but what the chart tells me. So the chart of UUP, is that the correct one? Invesco UBS Dollar Index, okay? We are currently since December. If we take December, we can go as far back as November. In November, it fell below the exponential moving average, which behave as a natural support and resistance. As we know, at the time, there were supports, right? This is it here. So we dropped below, and it has been UUP has been trading below the closest resistance, which is the EMA 8, the yellow line. If I can put the charts like this. All right, here we go. That's where you guys can see the moving averages. The color code here, if you're catching this for the first time, the exponential moving average 8 is yellow, the exponential moving average 20 is green, and this trend has been bearish on here. Every single time that UUP has tried to somehow bounce, it has faced resistance at the exponential moving average 8, the closest resistance. That has happened 1, 2, 3, 4 times. Thursday and Friday, the last 2 daily candles on here, it finally managed to close above. So interesting on here. Could this be a change of pattern, or is that could that be one of those what traders call a dead cat bounce, meaning that something that's bearish shows momentarily a bullish trend, and then it come back down. So yeah, it's interesting to be involved here on UUP. So a confirmation could be that if it recaptures the exponential moving average 20, the green line, then we can say a reversal of a trend. Otherwise, it will continue its trend down. All right, hopefully that answered that question there on UUP. Next stock that's somebody mentioned, I think it was Mr. Ryan. I'm going to start with Facebook. Facebook, what's going on with Facebook? Facebook is gapping down at 267. I believe there is some, I don't read news, but I mean, I need to be I need to be completely out of this world not to know what's going on with Facebook and the social media thing. Okay, your politics will not help you, trust me, trade in the stock market, your political affiliation or anything. So in a situation like this, news related to politics on whatever, just trade what the chart is telling you, right? The stock is gapping. I'm not sure we can look inside of Power E-Trade to see the volume on there, but it's gapping over 2% on here. So, well, you see, my reaction actually, the stock is gapping. Telex say, oh yeah, he's excited. Why? Because any stock tag is stock gaps. How do we trade? One of the thing that we trade on here is not, by the way, on bread and butter. Well, I don't know if it's a bread and butter. If it's a bread and butter, hey, not a big deal, right? The GangstA strategy is a gap. When I say gap, I do not mean gap up. Yeah. My command of the English language is pretty okay. So if I tend not to sleep. So when I say a gap means that the current price, skip from the previous close. That's what we have gap in the morning before the market open each and every day, where if the price jump in either direction, it can jump down or it can jump up. In this case, it's jumping down. So for us, that's going to attract a lot of traders into that, especially a prominent stock such as Facebook. So yeah, it's set itself up for a GangstA trade, absolutely, and we can explore that opportunity. The trend here recently hasn't really been bearish, right? Just because for, let's say here, Facebook, since let's say the beginning of December, it was trading at 288, but rapidly it fell below all of the moving average, both the yellow and the green ones, right? That's what's, so for us, that's always the reference. In technical analysis, that's your starting point. So, and over the last week or so, boy, it started the year at open 274, and then we posted lower lows all the way to Wednesday, and then it bounced a little bit, got rejected at the EMA 8, the yellow line, and Friday was one of those days where it dipped and then came back to earth. Now it's below all of these levels, right? So Facebook here in pre-market is trading at its lowest value over the last 30 days or so. Last time that Facebook was at this level, as a matter of fact, was November the 2nd. Folks, that's significant on there, right? So in this case on here, definitely worth a GangstA trade. So hopefully that answers that question. All right, next stock that I saw several people actually put on there. I didn't have it on my radar in pre-market, to be honest with you. The reason, well, maybe it's gapping. This is BA. BA is gapping from 209 to 207. Folks, I want to invite you to take a look at what BA has been doing the entire month of December, starting at December 7. Yeah, you guys cannot see the dates here. I always try, man. I'm really struggling with this thing to be able to see the dates on the chart. But that's the December 7 candle. It was its highest price recently. Yeah, 244. Since then, it has just been dripping. But I guarantee you, and well, not instead of, I don't want to do this guarantee. Show them the chart. Show them what you're talking about. Show them the weekly chart. Yeah, I changed time frames on here, folks. we would have been hard pressed to make any money on this downtrend, because on a weekly basis, I mean, yeah, obviously you can say, oh, if you took a monthly or whatever, but even then, my friend, yeah, we went from 244 to, let's say, 209 in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 weeks. Yeah, these type of stock are the stock that I want to avoid at all cost. Yeah, right. And also with my little experience with Boeing, those options, they tend to be nasty. So unless you are really lucky timing an entry, we have made money on Boeing, but I mean the candle used to be bigger, right? So these are the weekly candle here. Look at this box that's we created here from June all the way to November. November, when it got out of that box, we thought that it was going to be bullish or anything, but the weekly candles are small, meaning the ATR is small enough. We are trading a market where you see stock jumping on a single day 11% on thereabout. BA wouldn't be my preferred choice, but just me. I will trade other stock before I really get into BA, even on a jump like this, especially on a Monday. That's just my opinion. If it was, let's say, Thursday or something, yes, I will say that, okay, those options are cheap. But this is an invitation to get trapped into these BA options that are going to be expensive here on Monday, like this. So again, at some point, you need to find yourself where actually now you need to be selecting what you trade. Meaning not everything that meets your specific condition of your strategy will be something that you trade. Those are nuances that you will get into. So I'm not saying not to trade BA, right? Don't get me wrong, because typically when I say something like this, oh, my friend, BA is going to have one of those moves today. Obviously, it's gapping. Yeah, it's gapping, so it qualifies for us to save. I'm just saying that BA, for me, and what am I saying? I'm reading the ATRs on here recently. They have just been nasty. It's very small overall. See if they change that this week or whatever. Oh yeah, absolutely. There's a gap here all the way to 160. We want any stock that we trade in option to be moving, but to be moving with a strong momentum that can somehow give us profit. Otherwise, no. Africa Mama is interested in NEO. What a surprise. Okay, NEO last week, we talked about NEO. We saw the technical chart of NEO. NEO this morning is gapping, how much? 11% I saw earlier. Yeah, indeed, NEO is gapping 11%. If you were with us last week, you will recap that, because a week doesn't go by here that somebody doesn't ask about NEO. That doesn't change, folks. Yeah, technical analysis doesn't change from a day to day. So NEO, it's this is its daily chart. This is the weekly. Let me go to the daily. Nope, this is the daily. Let me minimize it. So last time, on the last episode on NEO. No. In the last episode on NEO, for us, we were saying that, hey, NEO was a little bit hot here. I think it was last Monday, if I recall. It gapped 52 something, and we said, well, typically this type of stock, after they come and test the support at the EMA, it's always the same thing. You guys see the pattern? Stock goes up, come back to support, and then goes back up again if, let's say, it still has buyers interested in it. So now all of a sudden, it's Monday. What a surprise. NEO just decided to burst, and it's printing, what, $65? I cannot even see it on my trading view chart. So congratulations if you have that as a trade. And for us, we said last Monday, I think I just provided a nuance on new options. That's super expensive. Right? Because for us, a stock doing something like this, in order for us to really make money on the GangstA trade, we need to buy them cheaply. So in order for us to make money on a stock like NEO, trading GangstA trade, because the implied volatility is so jacked up, I'm going to share that in a minute briefly here and conclude on that. We need to go so far out of the money. Yeah. But if that move doesn't carry on, yeah, because this type of stock, they will have a tendency, they jump and then start doing sideways for the following days. We are Monday, my friend. Yeah, I mean, somebody could say, okay, fine. Maybe one of the alternative then, we really go outside of the money, meaning we limit our risk. That's maybe the solution on here on a stock like NEO. What am I talking about? Because that's a lot of blah 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 for nothing. I'm not sure if I did that last time, but let's jump inside of Power E-Trade if we can, and let's go look at the option chain for NEO to such that I can illustrate my analysis on here. So we are in here. Oh boy, SPY and QQQ now they are down 1%. When the market open and both of your most important ETF or all of your ETF that are red, you should be doing this. You don't go about, oh, I missed such and such opportunity. No, because they're going to pay somehow. But remember, there's data that's going to come into account. So meaning that the data for Saturday and Sunday. So for us on here, if our philosophy, our mindset is you don't necessarily need to take trade on Friday. If you did and you are starting with a winning trade here, congratulations. But do not look at this as of now saying, that's my whole point of this, right? My whole emphasis here. Do not look at it and saying, oh, I missed out. SPY is down or it's only 3 points. Yeah, trust me. If this trend, when a market is down 1%, two things can happen. It's the middle of nowhere. Will it be at minus 2%? So you have the opportunity to trade that 1% confidently. Yeah, because Friday you didn't know that it will be doing that. Yeah, or will they reverse? Because we have seen those scenarios again. How long is it going to take them to start to bring the pump, the printing for both SPY QQQ to go back green? All for us, we are sitting when something we start a week like this, we just do this, meaning that there are opportunities to make money. I cannot emphasize that enough. All right, very good on here. Let's say it's currently 9:20 Eastern in Montreal and in Toronto. It is 6:21 Pacific time in Southern California, where I'm coming to you live on this Monday, January the 11th, Stock Market Technical Analysis Daily, and we are currently taking a look at the option chain of NEO inside of Power E-Trade. So for us, what do we want to teach on here today? We want to teach about the expensive nature of NEO options. How so? Let me maximize this. Can I maximize this? And let's go on here inside of this option chain. So we closed Friday at 58.92 thereabout, right? The implied volatility of this, I'm not sure when earnings are for this guy. So it's 120, but the chart that I'm showing you right now on top is called an implied volatility constellation. That's the most important thing. You have seen, yes, last week if you were with us, or go back and check out those videos. Implied volatility, between the 30-day and the current one, yeah, there's usually a huge gap. But this NEO, for instance, that gap is very small, meaning that these options are always expensive because the implied volatility is always high at all time. That's the learning here for you. Yeah, you will have stocks that, hey, because there's an event, typically earnings, they will jump on the week of the earning, but the dotted line, the 30-day average, will have a tendency to be, we have seen things in the 60s, 40s, or even 20s. Yeah, those are the type of stock that they are cheaper to trade option on. NEO, it's always over 100. So what am I talking about? Okay, so now the stock is trading at $65. You and I, how can we make money on here trading GangstA? Meaning, we can spend money, obviously, without trading GangstA on here. Or trading GangstA, the philosophy of GangstA is that those options there are inexpensive. Inexpensive means that below 25 cents. Yeah, thereabout. My friend, any one of these, $7 away. The stock is gaining just $6 overnight. Yeah. So now that's going to preclude us from trading anything below $80. The stock is at 65. Of course, it can make some of that. Oh, by the way, the other thing is that, the only thing they're offering, it's 80. You guys cannot see that. This is my full screen here. I went to the highest option strike that are open, and we have expiration this week, right? This is the monthly expiration. This Friday is monthly expiration. Yep, it's one of the earliest one just because of the nature of the calendar. This is the third Friday of the week. So, my friend, the highest one that we can go here, it's $80. Let me trying to give you an estimate of the price on here. This $80 call on NEO, you will be hard pressed to get them from less than $1. That precluded me from a GangstA perspective. This is what I'm talking about. The implied volatility is 141. There are other stocks, trust me, that are moving where I can make money without risking $1 on a Monday, or $15 away from the current price after the stock has jumped 10-11%. That's my whole point. Hopefully, you make this make sense to you. While the comment that I made last week on NEO, which I'm reiterating, but hey, For people, let's say the 65 calls last week. The 65 calls, folks, last week. Let's go on that. You see the 65 calls last week? This was as of Friday, right? They were worth $2.23. Yeah. $2 and I mean, you can trade that. There's no problem with that. But I rather prefer other stocks. That's my whole point. Okay, folks, that's about it. Let me give everybody 5 minutes to reset. Hopefully, you got something out of it. It's Monday. Enjoy your day. Oh, there's a stock that's I didn't mention. There's a stock, you see, in my excitement. The other stock that's gapping down, and I mean, in comparison, just compare, right? Just compare, folks. You're here to learn. In comparison, look at the implied. Well, now it's all jacked up, but still is nothing close to that. Look at the implied volatility on Twitter, for instance. Twitter is down 9%. We were trading Twitter last week. We made money on Twitter on Friday. Man, I wish I was smarter than that, because this 9% here is going to be super sweet. But this is another candidate for GangstA. 2.1 million shares. So Facebook or Twitter, they are going through the same wahala, political wahala, obviously. So for me here on Twitter, yeah, look at the type of thing. But the 43, they're going to be difficult to get. But because 4 points, that's 24, they're going to be going for 30 cents or thereabout. So I can take 40, 41, 42 puts. Yeah, they're affordable. Implied volatility here is half of what you saw on NEO. Yeah, it's half of what you see on NEO. And then on the call side, you can go to 50, 51, 52. All right, that's so for me. I will. You see the difference? They are all of them. They meet the criteria of GangstA trading, but as I need an extra edge, an extra knowledge to know which one is a little bit more advantageous vis-a-vis of my strategy. All right, folks. I hope this was helpful. Thank you, everybody. Have a great trading session. Talk to you tomorrow. Bye-bye.